It's Madden NFL 22 on and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bears and the reigning AFC champs, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run it here with Bowden. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9. Brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for them.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A run there on first down gets him 26. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the 50, here's Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
touchdown Jaguars! Jerry Jeudy, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
After one, it's 9-0. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it second down and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On play action, Lawrence. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Throwing on second and long. Lawrence. That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. Well, they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, but it's going to be 2nd down. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fields on first down. Steps away to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here's Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've got to run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
That's caught left side by Judy. Touchdown! Jerry Judy with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. That could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
That drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A handoff for Etienne. And flags come as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a give to Etienne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example.
Long, they'll look to throw. And he'll only get 2 more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the on 4th down on his logo. Antonio Callaway. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Fields. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good passing down here. They send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Smith catches left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Lawrence will throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. Touchdown, Bears! James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Parkey with the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Let's go. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Rolling to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Play action. It's Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fields now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Lawrence looking for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Meyer, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Lawrence. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. James Washington with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Dobbins running out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Adrian Phillips there to knock that one away. The kick by Bass is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. No question that one stings a little extra because he had that first down. It would have been a fourth down conversion.
Love the effort. Love the maneuverability. Don't like the fact that he didn't bring the ball with him, and now it's going to go in the other direction.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. It's McKinney. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second and 12, Fields. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but now it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
To throw once more on second and 10. Lawrence. His throw incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable here for Callaway. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Swings this out here for Cohen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given him a lead here in the 4th quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
That's caught left side by Hardman. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Lynn Bowden, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. And I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going deep for Brown. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not... penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. But to throw again is Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That's on the guard, Lakin Tomlinson. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A.J. Brown, an 80-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll look to throw.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Now Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, Sutton, a nice catch.
Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, Ingram, he's got it.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
On 1st down, Fields.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better 1st quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You want to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me,
and he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Able to get there and pick it.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
with emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bass on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.